Hello everybody, welcome back to SnowRunner, my hard mode challenge, episode 4 of season 3 in Taimi, Russian Federation. Back in the garage in the Drownedlands at the moment, and I'm just in the customized menu to show that I've taken off the seismic module that we used in the last episode and have put the loading crane plus the 2-slot sideboard bed on. We are going to do in this episode, we are going to do the looking beyond the horizon task, which requires us to take a cargo container and 2 lots of service parts and one lot of metal beams to this radar tower. And I don't fancy dragging the articulated semi-trailer up through this off-road section. So what I'm going to do is buy a trailer. Now I've looked through Map Runner to see what trailer choices there are in the Drownedlands, and you do get let me just find one a sec. You do get the flatbed trailer. I don't like it. The 4-axle ones always tow funny. They're difficult. I'm not a big fan of them. You get 2 of them in the next map, which we haven't got access to yet. We'll get access at the end of this episode. You don't get any sideboard trailers, and that 2-axle trailer I generally find is to be quite maneuverable. Looks like there's enough clearance there to be able to maneuver okay with this truck and add-on combination. So I'm going to buy one of these, $3,400, but I think it's worth it. I think it'll just make a lot of the deliveries where it's not comfortable to take the 5-slot semi-trailer. I think this is a purchase that's worth it. Not really a big fan of buying trailers on hard mode. You can't sell them back. So it's a purchase that once you've made it, there's no way of recouping that cost. But I do think rather than doing 2 trips or struggling to try and take the 5-slot trailer up through that off-road section, I think this combination of truck and trailer will be worth the $3,400 I just spent. So now we're going to come in, because of the 3 item types that I need to take up to that location. I can get 2 of them in this loading yard. Unfortunately, I've got the 5-slot trailer in the way slightly, but I'm sure I can get past it. Probably can reach the rear trailer. Let's just back her up a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can reach from here. So what do I need? I need a cargo container and 2 service spare parts, which I believe are what I can get from here. So service spare parts, yes. And cargo container, yes. So service spare parts first, and I want them on the loading platform, so I'll use the crane to load them up. And I'm going to put the service spare parts, if this crane will reach, I'm going to put them in the trailer. That's my hope. If not, I'll move this blue trailer out of the way and reposition. Let's get loaded. All right, I definitely made a bit of a meal of that. The blue trailer, I should have just moved it before I put these add-ons on. But anyway, at least it's daylight now. So let's get ourselves over to the fuel container, fuel up, and then we'll go off-road. And I do think this is a better combination than trying to take that blue trailer up there. If I was playing campaign mode instead of hard mode, I wouldn't have a loading crane on. I would be using the 3-slot bed on the Azov, and it wouldn't make any difference really to this particular task. But in general, that would give me the same as the Paystar in the last series. 5 slots of cargo. But yeah, in hard mode I'd choose... You can pay to auto-load obviously, but I'd choose to use the crane to save a bit of money. Fuel. Let's turn the engine off and make sure we know where we're going. There's basically here, up through this trail, up here, which is the way we came to get the seismic readings in the last episode. But then we're going up this other side trail to the radar tower. Let's get her done. So in between the last episode and this one, obviously I've moved the Azov back to the garage from where I left it. But the other thing I did, which the observant might have noticed on the map, is I also moved the crocodile, which I'd left off in the wilderness at one of the watchtowers down on the southwest side of the map. I moved that up to the logging camp in the middle where there's fuel. But I didn't do anything other than move it there. Oh, I think I actually tell a lie. I picked up an upgrade on the way past, but it was a upgrade for a Zix truck that I don't have any intention of buying, so it wasn't a major find. But it was just, I pretty much drove past it on my way back from the watchtower that I'd scouted out before. So pretty uneventful drive, I didn't bother recording it. The truck was bouncing, that trailer was bouncing around a bit more than I might have expected for that terrain, but I don't know. That's my chin caught on something. Oh. Wow, that flew well, didn't it? Darn it. Get it back on. Between the loading back at the railway station and having to put that back on here now, I probably would have been quicker to do this in 2 trips and not have a trailer at all. But oh well. Right. Maybe I didn't pack it. I didn't repack it after I loaded it. So unload, service spare parts, and cargo container. So all I need now is a metal beam. And I know from looking on MapRunner that I can get that here. I've just never been in there to expose that part of the map before. So I'm going to turn around, back down to the road. I'll drop the trailer off near this point and then drive around into that location, expose it. Hope that I can get the beams already. I mean, it may be a place that I have to activate. I don't know that bit. Just turn around and get back down the hill. It's a nice spot, isn't it? Yeah, very nice. It got wet suddenly. It's still nice and sunny though. Must be rainbow somewhere. Does this game have rainbows? Alright, so this is confirming to me that I can pick up metal beams here, which is good. That means it's not something that I have to unlock the ability to load from. So I've spoken before about having a smaller runaround with this configuration of 2 slots plus a loading crane. It's probably my Taker really, it's just that the Taker can't tow a trailer with that configuration. But then I've got this truck for when I need to do larger deliveries and either use a trailer or use the semi-trailer. So really, once I get the raised suspension add-on for the Taker and put some mud tyres on it, or some form of tyres on it, bigger tyres with more ground clearance, probably the Taker's the answer to that question for now. Right, so I want cargo, metal beams on the loading platform, please. What else can I get here? Vehicle spare parts and metal beams, that's it. And retrace my steps. There's no point going the other route. Is it worth trying to do this trail? I don't know what this trail's like. Yeah, why not? I probably ought to plot that route more sensibly though. I might regret this. It may be one of those horrible routes, but let's go for it. Feels good. I think you can see the radar tower just on top of the hill there. I guess that's the radar tower. Is that where we're going? I'm just trying to see if there are any upgrades anywhere near me, but I need to get that watchtower. So once we've got this contract completed, that opens up access to the quarry, and I think that means that the next couple of episodes we'll get back to then a bit more scouting, grabbing upgrades, grabbing vehicles, and sort of opening up the map before then getting back to contracts. But I think these two contracts specifically, the one I did in the last episode plus this one, because they open up the other map in this region, these basically count towards the exploration phase still, for me. It's so responsive on its steering. With that rear axle steering, it makes a huge difference. Plenty of other trucks that I've driven would have crashed into a tree several times up that road. Right. Metal beams delivered. So where is this? Okay, so you can't zoom up enough to see it. I wondered if it was going to build something now it's got the final item. Looks like it built that maintenance trailer looking thing. So 6,000. This would have been good XP, wouldn't it? If we'd have come here earlier. $6,000. Nice. Up to nearly 160,000. Right, so next. That's just given us access to a tunnel, which I think is here-ish. So what I think I'll do next is jump into the crocodile, come up and grab this watchtower to expose what's on this part of the map, and then go through the tunnel and have a look in the quarry, which is a new region for us. Feels like a good idea to me. So yeah, we're going to jump into the crocodile, which is fully fueled up, grab the watchtower, and go in to the quarry through the north entrance and have a look at that North Road task. Oh, that's just careless, isn't it? Make sure I know roughly where I'm going. Okay, so this is just going to be turn left. And get to there. See the watchtower behind the trees on my right. That looks like a footpath with those planks on it, but I don't see a road, so let's just drive the footpath and hope I'm destroying their footpath. Sorry about that, watchtower guys. Straight up is the safe option. Right. Engine off. Did the cutscene. Show me the big lake. And then let's have a look at what it showed us. So gateway to quarry. Good. That's where we're going to go next. Drowned bricks. I'm assuming that somewhere in this lake somebody's dropped some bricks, obviously. And then there's a time trial there as well. Okay, fair enough. But that is the third... Oh, there's an upgrade in here that we haven't got yet either. What's that one there? Wonder what that's for. We'll get that next time we're coming back down through this road, which we'll be doing quite often, I should think. But for now, yeah, stick to plan. Get myself back down from here onto the trail, come down this way, check out that task just so that I've got it activated, and then into the quarry. Sorry about your wooden path, guys. Be careful. Let's not be reckless. That's quite a nasty bit of terrain. I think I'm going to have to take more lights off this truck. It's just too bright. Even so, I took the roof bar off. I'm going to have to take that front bumper off, I think. It's unpleasant to drive. Wow. No, 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 no. Oh, genius. Genius. Right. Well, that's changed plans a little bit. That's not a place I want to come in here with the big truck. I need a scout. I need an actual proper scout. I've got money. Money's not really the immediate issue. I don't want to waste it. But I don't think that you get a loaf for free off the map. So I think the canned loaf, the only way to get a canned loaf is to buy one. And I know that eventually, I know I'll want one at some point. So I'm probably going to end up buying an international lodestar at some point. But it doesn't feel like something I want to do for this map. I don't think. I'm going to buy a loaf. Unfortunately, it won't have upgrades. So in terms of customizing it, I need to get the race suspension. I need to get engine upgrades. I can put a SnowRunner gearbox in it. That's fine. I'll install that anyway. So tyres, at the moment, by default, it's just got really rubbish highway tyres. And I can't put the bigger mud tyres on it. So whatever tyres I put on now are temporary until I get race suspension, which means I'm going to waste some money on them. Spare wheel. Snorkel. Whack a decent snorkel on it anyway. That looks like it's the tallest. Frame add-ons, roof rack to give me some repair points, and fuel, which I'll need to top up. Spare wheel, it's another spare. I've got a spare autonomous scout that I've probably taken out of one of the other two scouts. This is a diversion, isn't it? This is a big diversion from what I was going to do, so apologies for that. Customize. What do I want to do for bumper? Happy with the stock. I don't know what its lights are going to be like. But I probably like the look of that one more than anything. Fog light protective bar. Nah. Probably, but nah, not yet. I need to see. I'll probably load that up in campaign mode and see if I like it. Looks a bit bulky to me. I don't like the look of it much. And And then paint job. I quite like that. Plain orange. What's this multicolours like? What's the default again? Blue. Yeah, that'll do. Orange. Or should I just go psychedelic? 8-ball. Yeah, let's go psychedelic. Right, I've got I've left for now. I've left the default highway tires on. We're splurging. I'm gonna waste $2,100 when I sell these back, and I'm gonna put off-roads rather than muds for now. There it is. Got a low. Lights. Oh, the lights aren't too bad as they are. I'll put the extra bumper lights on. I'm just going to see how this does. So I know from comments made on my channel, plus me watching other videos, including obviously Mr. Lone Wolf, that this is a pretty capable Scout. It's a funny looking thing. Whether or not it's capable of going and pulling the crocodile back on its wheels, I'm not sure, but it probably is. Let's refuel. So the loaf and its roof rack. 120 in the roof rack, that's pretty good. So we've got 200 litres total. It is always on diff lock and all-wheel drive. It's a bouncy old thing, isn't it? I expect raised suspension is a good thing. I gotta say, it is making me smile. It is an interesting little concept of a truck. It's not very fast. And I've got the SnowRunner gearbox in it, so I assume high mode on the road on this terrain is even slower than, presumably I'm in, yeah, 4th gear. I think that might be the first time I've rode the Crocodile. Crocodile's a pretty stable truck. I must have just hit some bad terrain in the dark. I nearly bought the International Lodestar and brought it here, but it's 40k plus upgrades, and I've decided that I wasn't sure that expense was worth it at this stage of my cash flow in Russia. So why not get a Russian Scout, even though it's a funny looking thing. Right, so here's a funny thing. That upgrade is raised suspension for this truck. I checked that on MapRunner just while I was thinking about what to do, what truck to buy. So I may as well go and get that before going to the crocodile. And then the next time I take this back to a garage, I can fit raised suspension and bigger wheels on it, which will make it slightly faster. Oh my. What's happening with that then? Is that just lack of power? I'll normally leave the handbrake on when I think something's like that's going wrong. So there's the upgrade. You can see it up that hill. I have no idea. I've obviously never driven this. I think I might have bought one of these in campaign, but not really done much with it. Just bought it to have a look at it. So I don't know how stable it is, but it does have an autonomous winch. So hopefully, if I have a mishap in this, it can self-rescue a bit more. So that car's got the icon on top as well. Has that always been a thing? Have I just completely missed that in Alaska and Michigan? That's making me wonder now. Anyway, raised suspension for the current truck. Does it fit anything else? No, just this truck. Thank you. So that's that one. Now I need to turn around, back down onto the road, and probably get the crocodile, although I could just take this in. No, I probably want to get the crocodile and get some upgrades for this before I do much more with it, because I want a bigger engine in it. What's the best tyres to use on this? The bigger mud tyres? Or off-road? Or chained? But chain doesn't feel right on a mud map. I know I've got to rescue one of these, but I'm pretty sure you don't get it as a reward. So I do think that buying it is the only way to get one of these trucks. Which is why I didn't feel too bad about buying one. Just digging itself in at the minute. It's bottomed out in the water. It's stuck. Where's my mud tyres when I want them? There's no winch points anywhere near me. That doesn't bode well, does it? I do not want to be messing around. I'm going to drive this down, drag that low along the road, and just get it to the point that it can rescue the crocodile. I've thrown myself a little bit tipping that crocodile like that. Let's put this episode off in a little bit of a wrong direction. So apologies for that. Alright, just going to grab this and keep going. Of course the winch doesn't go on the right thing. There we go. Bring a loaf with us. Look at what this is. This is the bricks, I think. Ground bricks. Ground bricks. So let's accept it. See what's involved. So there's fallen bricks down there, and then this one is just one pallet of bricks there. Pretty close. But I'm going to jump into the low and go and see if I can get the crocodile. Seems as though it is the reason I bought the thing. It's very small, isn't it? These little boulders are tipping it around all over the place. It is this way, but it doesn't feel safe. Right, so there we are. The question is my autonomous winch strong enough to pull this back onto its wheels? Because I know the advanced scout winch is stronger, but I've never been comfortable in a scout that doesn't have the ability to pull itself back on its wheels. I'll tip it over. Of course, in the real world, I'd have two winches on. Definitely need an engine upgrade on this. It's pretty flat at the minute. But let's see. I'll use that side, I think. Right. Let's change into the croc. Thank you. Thank you, Lo. Successful rescue. First of many, I'm sure. Let's pull it back to the road. First time in the quarry. Nice bit of dirty guitar work there. Right, so I saw something here as a task. I've got, whoa, that's 6 watchtowers to get to, and then a gateway to Rift. I don't know if you need to activate anything to get in there or whether that's just open. Not a very friendly location. It looks like you've probably got to clear that road. So there's probably a task to do that. Reach the northern road. So that looks like that northern road is in Rift. So although I took the task, I can't do that just yet. Alright, okay, so this is a rock slide road type of scenario. Accept that. Not bad money for these, considering what they are. Clearing the way. 2 times metal beams. And at the moment, the only place I know I can get them is back in Drownlands. And just have a quick look at the map. So from the quarry, I can get into Zimnegorsk, or I can get into the Rift, but there's no route back to the Drownlands apart from through the quarry. Fine. Quarry has no garage. It's not telling me about Zimnegorsk, but I think Zimnegorsk has a garage. Right, well, looking at the length of the episode, I think that's enough. So I'm going to call the episode and finish it here. I will continue this in the next one. Probably get the metal beams and bring them in with me, with the Azov and its trailer. Maybe bring the loaf as well, and kind of push west through these maps to open them up. Clear this road blockage. So yeah, I'm going to leave the episode there. I hope you're enjoying the Russian Federation gameplay. I know I am. I hope to see you in the next episode, but in the meantime, thank you very much and goodbye.